Welcome back to Questing for Glory, Hope and Healing 2, benefiting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. I'm your host for this game, NieR Automata, background guy 02, and with me I have the runner, Itskasa.
Oh, hi there, everybody. I am Itskasa. I'll be running NieR Automata any percent, ending A, no major glitches for you.
And are you good to go? Ready to go?
Oh
Show
yeah, I'm all
us
ready
what
to
it's
go.
about? You want me to count you down
Definitely.
then?
Sure.
All right. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Just the slow fade out there. All right.
Everything that lives
So
is designed
basically,
to end.
the difference between
We are
no major
perpetually
glitches and
trapped
any
in a
percent, as you can
never-ending
tell, is we
cycle of
aren't going to
life
be
and
using
death.
all of the huge game-breaking glitches
Is this a
like going out of
curse
bounds and things like
or
that.
some kind of
But we will be
punishment?
using a few kind of sequence
I
breaks
often
and a
think about
couple
the
of
God who
exploits to
blessed
kind of
us
get
with
our way
this
through the
tricky
game. That's why
puzzle,
it's called no major
and
glitches
wonder
rather
if
than
we'll ever have the
glitchless.
chance to keep them.
This beginning segment is the same like anything else. It's just going to be a bit of tutorial. So this is a perfect time, if you have any, to just go through a few donations and everything like that. Maybe talk about some prizes coming up.
Well, we do have some prizes coming up. There is an amazing, adorable handmade Jenna doll during our Golden Sun run coming up after this. And as always, up until I think the end of this run, we have the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system, which is NES, Super NES, and Genesis, which is a very cool prize, and that is a $15 minimum from now until the end. I think the end of the run. It's been running this whole time, so you have until then. There are some bid wars as well that are available, and some other incentives. You got the Golden Sun Dark Dawn name, which currently is Matthew with a very commanding lead of $500.54. But we got Bluezer and Nami in there as well, or just find your own name. You can choose the language for Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 between English and Japanese. So pick which one you would like there. Saga Frontier Remastered, kill either Blue or Rogue. So if you have played Saga Frontier, you have a choice to kill between one of them, and, well, spoilers.
Ooh.
On what
We're
happens after
speedrunners.
that.
We're all about spoilers.
Basically, you become one or the other. Pathfinder Kingmaker, name the main character. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm all good.
Aiden Chronicles, the first mage name, name the main character. Currently Nami with 50, and Poirot with 5, Hercule with 1. And again, as I was saying earlier, Pathfinder Kingmaker, you can name the main character as well. Those are all bid wars you can work on right now. And remember, that Retro Trio plus 3-in-1 system is $15 minimum donation. You will automatically be entered into the running for that. Very generously sent in by Retrobit Gaming. So what are you up to right now? I personally very much love this game. When I first played it, it was like I got the the fake ending, and I was like, okay, that's okay. But like the year later, I was like, let's do this for real, and I just
Yeah.
absolutely loved it. But the changing between different gameplay styles really sold me.
So basically we're just going through the tutorial, but my first introduction to this game was memes. Let's be real. Yes, we're just doing ending A. But yeah, basically everyone knows 2B because she's very, I guess, infamous for many reasons. And lo and behold, Curiosity got the cat this time around, or if people get this reference, the puppy.
There's a throwback.
That's a throwback, yeah. Yeah, and so I picked up this game randomly, and I used to meme about it as well until I actually like started playing through it and realized that it was like one of those hidden gems, super existential and good. It was like really thought provoking. And then I found out there was a speedrun for it. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is it. This is the moment.
So are you using your body to blow up those ships on purpose for like time saving? I'm guessing that they spawn based on when the first ship dies.
I'm just kind of.
Or is it
This
just
is all like muscle
auto-scroller
memory.
Okay.
It is
I know it's a
auto-scroller shenanigans.
Yeah, I know it's a bit of an auto-scroller, but sometimes auto-scrollers can be sped up either by keeping things off the screen to minimize loss of frames, or because things spawn based on when they die.
I basically have an idea of where they're gonna spawn for the most part, so I'm just positioning myself there to make sure that I can kill them as fast as possible, so the next enemy comes in.
Got it.
Right. I'm also going to be making use of a mechanic I didn't know about in the speed until I started speedrunning this game called Taunt. If you mash your flashlight button or L3, it taunts the enemy and they do more damage, and on top of that, take more damage. Yeah, and so it just like speeds up your fighting process here. So I'm just doing that a bunch. You'll notice they'll be taunted when their faces are burning red. And that's going to be a majority of where we get our damage, along with a few boosts and such that we're going to get later.
I had no idea that existed. Is that like a hidden thing or an intended mechanic you're supposed to know?
So it's in the controls. It is there, but it's never talked about really in the game until you see a chipset that says taunt, and you're like, oh, that's a thing. All right, I'm going to use melee attacks here. So the game actually like starts us off nicely with a few of those enhancements, so we can use it right away, and you get an idea of how like good they are. I'm just making sure I'm on the right weapon set here because we use weapon set 1 for damage. All right. I'm kind of doing a square, square, square triangle combo in order to. Oh, I should be able. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. Sorry, I was like kind of focused on the arm there. But yeah, I do a mix of like light and then into heavy attacks because I'm able to like combo them a lot faster and get a lot more damage in. There is a different method to damage that is used in the any percent category, but it counts as a glitch, so I don't use it. Which is why I am very specific about what weapon set I'm on.
We have a $20. Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
We have a $20 donation from This Name is Supper Case. Just says, in order to read this donation, you have to complete a shoot 'em up minigame.
What is it?
Oh, good thing we did that.
Do it.
Yeah, we did the minigame, so we completed the requirements. Thank you very much for the support.
Exit confirmed closed.
So open it.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy.
So what would be the difference between this and the glitched version of the run?
Right now it's kind of similar, except for they would use a different attack set than what I'm using right now, because there is this basically this whirlwind sword attack you can use. That's technically an exploit. And then after this, the divergence would be I'm gonna go one path, whereas they skip by doing a series of glitch jumps in order to
Over
just
that
skip
bridge.
a huge portion of it. Yeah, the bridge.
I think I've seen that, yeah. I have watched a couple runners do so many percent runs of this. It is very, very glitchy, to say the least.
I love it. It's so interesting to watch, but
That's the bridge
unfortunately,
right there.
because yeah, that was the bridge. Because of my elbow, though, doing the very, very precise movements actually hurts.
Things are prohibited.
So I decided to opt for
And another thing.
the glitchless because it doesn't actually harm me, which is very awesome when you're playing video games. Make sure that you always are taking good care of your body.
Agreed.
Misplaced
Listen to your body. It is your friend, your temple.
We actually have a $100 donation from Dragoon Zero. No comment. Thank you for the incredible support.
So if we don't destroy it, they'll just keep coming.
So you'll notice, if you noticed earlier, I did a series of jumps to get up to a ladder earlier. Not ladder, a platform. Those are the kind of things you'll expect to see in No Major Glitches. We use kind of jump exploits to be able to do certain things because it's something that normal players could accidentally do. And that's basically the premise behind No Major Glitches. It's like, what can we do that normal people would be able to access themselves?
Now, I got a quick question because you said the one combo was an exploit, which is, obviously different from a glitch. but is it like an unintended thing that you kind of have to
Yes.
avoid just because it's unintended? It's like the evasion bug in Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, kind of like that.
And I also know, noting by what you said with, how many other kind of like unintended bugs and glitches there are, do you have to be really careful? I know in like the Secret of Mana speedrun, it's glitchless in quotation marks because it's so easy to accidentally glitch the game that
So there is one glitch that
it's
we cannot avoid, and it's called Skype glitch, because you can accidentally do it just by being fast.
oh boy.
And so we don't like force everybody to just stop what they're doing in order to. Oh hi! Apparently, NieR Automata is installed.
That was
Saved
close.
it, guys. Oh. So yeah, it's Skype glitch. Basically, is there's a noise you hear, which you just heard it there when you get a call. It goes bing bing. But if you move really fast during a certain cutscene, that noise no longer plays anymore.
Is that?
Is that it? Just the noise, or
Yeah,
does
just the
it
noise,
prevent
and
a
the
scene from
dialogue
playing?
starts immediately. Casa, please break the curse this year. I'm gonna do my best. I promise. For those who don't know, and it's actually on this channel, I ran this game back, I think, at 2018 near Automata or RPG Limit Break. I ran near Automata, and I accidentally ejected my disc, and I lost 10 minutes because of it. Hopefully, we don't see anything like that during this, because that would be just tragic.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out.
Alright, so I'm just fighting another boss. It's just simple. Lots of comboing with our melee. I'm just going to use that melee attack damage up. I basically want to get this HP down to half so that the arms fall, and then we move into the next cutscene. And there we go. That was actually a pretty decent fight. Now we're going to move on to fighting the actual boss. His name is Engels. He's kind of slow, like very slow as a boss. And we're going to hope that he's nice to us today and doesn't shoot bullets at us, because we really want to just attack those arms. Those are where he's weakest. But other than that, it's just going to be me running around shooting bullets. He's shooting bullets at me. He's being mean. How dare he? Okay. So right here, you're gonna give me a fist, right? Nope, he's shooting again. So this is the slow pattern I was talking about. We want him to not do this, because I can't do damage fast enough when he's just shooting bullets at me. If you have any more donations, or if you want to plug anything, that was a good time as well.
Let me
This is
see
just
what I
tutorial
got.
stuff.
Well, no new donations, but I want to remind everybody that first off, there are a ton of bid wars that I talked about earlier, but I want to talk about some of the challenges as well. You can, in Half Minute Hero 2, you can have the Second Coming Hero. Do the Second Coming Hero 3D mode in Half Minute Hero 2. That's at 250. There's nothing on that, so you can build that up for that one right there. Pathfinder Kingslayer Slay Count Smolderburn. I'm assuming that's a super boss of some kind. I love CRPGs, but I have not played Pathfinder yet.
This is the target.
But I imagine that is a super boss of some kind. And that's already 55 out of 200, so you can put your donations on that to make that happen. And we all love to make speedrunners fight super bosses. I know I like doing it myself, just killing the super boss, of course, and of course making other speedrunners, especially during a big event like this, be put on the hot seat like that. Lost Odyssey, view the Lirum cutscene. I've played Lost Odyssey, and I for the life of me, I'm not sure what that is, but I played it many years ago. And there's also the Mama cutscene, which I do know what that is. And that one, those are 75 out of 200 and 155 out of 200 respectively. Lost Odyssey, very great game, and would love to see those cutscenes myself. So get those donations in, support a fantastic cause, and make our runners do all sorts of fun things.
There we go. Basically, in the second part there, I was just waiting until his HP part disappeared, and then I just practiced my jump combos while I wait.
9S black box signal detected. No response.
All right, I'm gonna try and do a little jump maneuver here. And it worked, first try. We love that.
That's so interesting, and that's not a glitch because even though you kind of not really warped, but wrapped around the platform there, but it's just clever jumps that are completely and totally intended.
Yes, exactly. It was going to be the PC version, but Steam's newest update broke the game for me.
Have to help 9S.
All right, back to doing more boss fight. I gotta just stay away from his arm, mostly, 'cause that's what'll damage me. So I'm just gonna stay above him for the most part. I like this. He's just shooting missiles, which is perfectly fine for me. Means he's not trying to hit me and damage me, which makes me stop attacking. All right, he's being much nicer because he was definitely not so nice to me when I fought him originally. He only did the shooting. Oh, he hit me that time. Mechanics, which is very slow for me.
Weakness in the target. Hacking in to provide support.
Gonna do.
To be the control.
I think he's going to punch me away in a moment here.
Pod should be able to take it over.
Once that happens, the fight's pretty much done. We'll be just using his own arm against him to punch him away. Perfect, here it is. And that is the tutorial of NieR Automata. Congratulations, we've made it.
Funnest tutorial ever in a game ever.
Weak point.
Also, really good cutscenes. I remember this was the demo that was originally released back in the day, and that's what I remember playing, but then I never picked up the game for a full year. Whoops.
Controls overridden. Enemy unit.
All right, so I'm just gonna square, dodge, square. It should be really fast. There we go. And that was angles. So, TLDR story, we got caught up in this fight. We couldn't escape. We blew up our black boxes, and only 2B has our memories.
Would you say Angles is acute or obtuse?
Obtuse.
So he's obtuse Angles.
Yes, he's a tubes. Angles. He could be your devil or your angle. All right. Now we're going to get into the actual part of the game where we're going to be doing a lot of movement. That's what a lot of NieR Automata is going to be for no major glitches. It's just movement. Movement, movement, movement. And a few fights here and there. Basically, it's a lot of boss rushing, a lot of movement, and making sure I don't forget my menus.
I just want to remind you, Kansa, don't
Aye.
forget your menus.
I will not forget my menus, hopefully.
All right. Are we good? Okay.
We have to hear 9S.
I could set it for you. Okay. Once.
He forces it on you. You have to hear his voice.
Morning.
Angles is an angel in some sense. Specifically, he's more than one angel.
If I'm not
All right.
mistaken, I believe Angle is German for angel, is it not? It's been a long time since I've taken a German class, but I'm pretty sure that spelling Engels.
Huh?
If our resident German is still in chat, he can give us some clarification on that. Oh, I didn't jump. No.
You need to be near
If I
access
jump
to
and,
data. You can see
move my
access
way
points on the
or
floors
jump over
right
this, I
here.
get like a
Be
little
sure
more
to stay calm.
distance.
Understood.
We don't use elevators; they're slow.
The surface?
And why would
That means
you?
we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head for the
Maybe if we're lazy,
Usually we
but
can't
today
get
I'm not.
near flight units.
I've practiced my
It's
jump
expensive
combos.
for
We
us
should be able to get them off in the places I need to,
mass-produce
except for
these
one
things
place because for some reason they're not working the way I want to.
You know, here's
But
a
we'll talk about that later.
here's a really great question for chat and you, Casa. If you could jump up the destination that an elevator would take you, would you ever use an elevator?
Hey,
No,
Judy,
I would love jumping. That sounds so cool.
model like you to a recon job. If all they want
Wait,
is
actually,
we scan
maybe
a
we
model,
would
they'll
want to
filter
take the elevator because then jumping would become so commonplace to us.
All right.
There would definitely be times where I would want to use the elevator because it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill. But there would definitely be times where I would just want to jump up,
You're going to have some new weaponry.
boom, done.
Oh, yeah.
No waiting for the
I'll
elevator.
put up instructions for you. Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
All right, come on. There we go.
But you have a
All
world
right.
to save, so you know.
I do have a world to save. I gotta jump fast and be fast. Actually, I don't really have to be fast. The faster I save the world, the faster everything happens. But we're going fast for the sake of charity. On that note, would you like to talk
On
more
that
about the
note,
charity?
yes, of course, absolutely. Questing for Glory, Hope and Healing 2, benefiting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, a fantastic cause. We got tons of Bid Wars challenges, prizes. Right now, you can donate $15 or more, and you will be entered to win the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system, NES, SNES, and Genesis, donated by Retrobit Gaming. So any donation of $15 or more will get you into the running for that. And we have a ton of Bid Wars that we talked about earlier, naming a whole bunch of characters, notably from Dark Sun, Golden Sun, Dark Dawn, which is next, by the way. Although that does have a pretty commanding lead with OTP or OPT. But you can vote to kill either Blue or Rogue in Saga Frontier Remastered. The second coming name in Half Minute Hero 2. You can go for Iden Chronicles first mage name, Iden Chronicles the first mage, name the main character. Whew, that's a mouthful. A lot of very similar looking words there. And of course, Pathfinder Kingmaker, name the main character as well. A lot of those have very little on them, so you can easily snag a name and be entered to the running for the Retro Trio system, all just in one snug little package. And then you can also work towards a lot of incentives for our runners, different challenges like Second Coming Hero 3D mode in Half Minute Hero 2, Slay Count Smolderborn and Pathfinder Kingmaker, and some cool cutscenes in Lost Odyssey, notably the Lyrium cutscene and Mama cutscene. All those have a little bit on them. Most of them have a little bit on them, so you can work towards that to get those going. The Second Coming Hero 3D mode doesn't have anything on it, so if you wanted to help push that along, by all means, again, you kill 2, 3, 500 birds with one stone by entering in the running for the Retro Trio, and then going in for a bid war or one of the challenges. And of course, supporting a fantastic cause. Boom, boom, boom.
Obtained from bunker. Data may be
It's a 3-in-1.
from the system menu.
Map data, huh? It's hard to get an accurate picture from
All right, so I was just right now I'm just helping the resistant camp by doing a couple errands for them. So it's just like a bunch of movement, grabbing some items, and then we'll be actually buying some items that we'll be using for pretty much halfway through the entire run. Sure, I'm on the right button. Ooh, I almost jumped off.
Is it actually Rouge? Because I literally just played Saga Frontier on the PlayStation like 3 months ago, and I was calling him Rogue the entire time.
I thought
And-
it said Rogue in the donation incentive too.
Well, it says Rouge. there.
Oh,
I mean, it would make
apparently
sense
I can't see words.
because the character, blue, right, and then Rouge. I guess you could say it's
Red versus blue.
right, red versus blue, exactly. But I always, wow, I thought it was Rogue. and nobody ever corrected me through the 100 hours that I played that game. Interesting. Well, thank you,
There are any huge boards or
Scout,
such
for
to-
correcting me on that. Rouge, apparently. You know, when you play like a rogue in an MMO for like 10 years, you get so specifically picky about not spelling it Rouge.
All right, we just finished all the errands already.
Okay, that's everything the supply trader asked.
A lot of like early game is going to be extreme, like quick movement. We don't want to spend a lot of time in the places. We got to get it done. Got to go. Got to make money.
The Resistance is a valuable ally to your help. By helping them, we also help ourselves.
Oh.
So no, I don't think they're a pain.
There we go. That's what I want to do the first time. I love doing a proper jump into a plunge. It just feels so good.
Too bad vegetation's claimed most of it now.
Oh, I was hoping not to get that happening right there. So there are instances in the game where if you get a call, you can't talk to any NPCs, which means I have to wait for her to be done here in order to talk to the weapons trader to be able to finish the quest.
Well, in that case, I'll read a donation.
Alright.
We have $15 from Kaylor, who says, I'm not sure I want to donate money to such a suspect organization, the NieR Automata Madness Initiative. Oh, it's the other Nami. They're awesome. Please take my money with a heart. Thank you very much for the support and the donation to Nami. And now you're automatically entered into that awesome Super Retro Trio 3-in-1 system.
All right. Now I'm going to do a little bit of shopping. We're going to grab 2 animal bait, not 11, 2. We're going to grab 21 of these, 21 of these, and then the rest of this. That was supposed to be medium recoveries. I made a mistake. 1 second. Come back, friend. I need to sell them back to you. This just means I lose a couple, that's all. All right, buy medium recoveries. I should be fine. Just be careful, that's all. All right, now we're gonna go to the desert already, and that's where we're gonna finally see one of our first bosses. And also hope I get a couple critical chips that I can use until I get my main chip set.
Specified by resistance leader.
Yo, thank you for the good luck, Ame. I hope not to make you cringe with my bad gameplay.
2B. Please make sure you're ready before you go.
All right. So I'm just gonna use the animal bait here, well, or not. And this will give me access to this moose here so I can use him to move faster to the desert. Come on, friend. Perfect. There'll be one more instance of me using a animal for transport, and also a special little, I guess, like, move mechanic, I would say. It's like a sense of Ron warping, but based in a way that normal players would accidentally do themselves.
Now, the real question is, can you pet the moose?
You cannot pet the moose, but you can ride the moose.
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I'm going to defer to chat on this one. Does that make it still a great game or not a great game because you can't pet the moose?
There's also a boar that you can't pet.
Well, you can get killed by it.
This is true.
It can be a bit boring.
All right. Come here, you. Woo. Oh my god. BGG. It took me a moment to get that. All right. So yeah, just a little bit more movement, and then we'll get into some fun little battles here. I'm gonna be picking up a piece of equipment after this, and then just heading my way straight to the boss. Actually, 2 pieces of equipment. All right. Best boy in this game. There's only one. Yeah, there's only one.
Those council broadcasts are always so stiff.
Hey, name, I get.
Who opens a sealed gate?
Best
with
boy
these
besides
stairs?
you.
There's
Oh,
gotta
look at
be
that.
an
The chat's
easier
being
way.
so nice. But the best boy is actually BGG.
Aw.
So yeah, it's just more movement here. Oh, I got it. Phew. I thought I didn't jump for that cutscene start, and I was like, no, I'm so sad. All right, so a lot of people probably don't know this, but in NieR Automata, you can actually get multiple pods. I think you can. Well, no, it's not that I think. I know. You can get 3 in total. For the speed run, we're actually going to grab a second one just over here. And this one has missiles, which are actually pretty strong.
Is this one pod?
But it's just nice to be able to have 2 pods that allow us to use 2 lasers, which will be a very good source of damage at the end of the game. No, we're not doing surfing there. It's too flat. Oh, wait. I almost triggered the enemies here. It's been a hot minute. No, I triggered the enemies anyway. No! Doing surf. Let's go.
These machines are talking.
Yeah, I heard from the Resistance that they've been seeing this a lot.
Yeah, I think I stumbled across it by accident as well, because I did a heavy amount of exploring in this. What was your experience with this game like, BGG?
Well, as I stated earlier, I played it at first and got ending A, and I thought the game was okay. It was all right. And I decided later on that I should give the game credit where it was due, and just be like, okay, I can't just judge a game based on essentially half the game, not even. And honestly, the game really does start after ending A. It really does. And I think it's a little bit of a risk to have that kind of presentation because you risk a lot of players like myself just going, okay, I guess I beat it. But that's Yoko Taro in a nutshell, right?
Yep.
But afterwards, I absolutely fell in love with it. I think it's a very, very well made game, and it's one of the games I first rated extremely high in the story score for me anyway.
The game isn't over until the absolute soul-crushing pain vanishes. I guess I'm still playing the game then.
But I don't know if I found the missile pod you're talking about. I want to say I think I did, but I just I don't really. I like to eat up games, and try to explore as much as I can. But if I don't get anything, if I don't, have a perfect playthrough, that's okay. I just kind of go through it and enjoy it how it happens, however it unfolds.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just gonna equip these weapons real quick. Or not. There we go. My menus are not being nice to me. Alright. Oh! Let me go! There we go. And I'm just making sure I'm the right weapon set now, because we're going to be fighting something soon. I'm not going to be doing any lift jumps for the next little bit. And I don't want to be on the wrong weapon, because that would invalidate my NMG run. So, 2 different audios happened there. That's why it seems so weird. Because usually he'll say on his own, run, run, not this way. But the other robot was just screaming Y over top of him instead.
They were killed by local machine life forms.
What are they doing? There it goes.
All right. So we're going to do a little bit of fighting here. Well, not yet. One more. There we go. Hopefully get some chips, hit level 6, and then we're going to fight our boss fight.
Android bodies.
Stay focused.
So speaking of the music, there's a really interesting language that's used in the lyrics of all the tracks. I forget the name of it, but it's like a
Chaos.
combination of what is it?
It's called Chaos Language.
Chaos language. Yeah, it's a combination of like Latin, German, I want to say English, and a couple others that just kind of are thrown together, and it just has this weird, it has this weird sort of effect of making it feel very exotic to anybody that listens to it.
Oh.
And it's done very wonderfully in this game.
So I accidentally switched weapon sets there, but I luckily didn't let it do it the thing that I wanted, that I was hoping would happen, so we're good. Ready to go. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Whoops. Okay, I hit level 6. I'm happy. Oh, we got a critical up chip. That's good. I can we can equip that after this, and I'll be able to use that while I'm fighting for the next little while here. Another critical? Oh. Okay, 1 second here. I'm actually just gonna... Alright, change equipment. No, okay. We can't do that right now. We'll have to come back to it. So what I'm gonna hope here is I do enough damage so he doesn't say sword dodge, because that means it's an extra cutscene. Oh, he's saying it. I'm sad.
Sword. Dodge. Projectile.
Is there a specific way to skip it, either by doing enough damage in a certain period of time?
Yeah, it's just doing
or-
damage.
Okay. I'm guessing triggering a phase before he has the time to say it.
Yeah. It's mainly just like hitting a damage threshold, so then he does other things instead of Get over here, friend.
Looking at the missile pod, I can tell you that I never got that.
Come on. Alright, we should be done here in a second. Yep, there we go. Whoops, I accidentally hit my middle button. Alright, first boss down. Alright. That was kind of sloppy. It could have been better. But we got through it. And that's the main thing. I had to be very careful because I can sometimes accidentally hit my weapon set button.
It stopped. Looks
And there's like a specific
What the hell just happened?
combination or period and when you hit that swap button that causes the
we
glitch.
better report this to command.
It's not that. So it's this attack right here. The because I can throw the sword out continuously.
So we can contact command.
And there's a double damage issue that happens there, and it's considered a glitch. One that we don't use in the run.
I see.
And
Does the
that
game
is
just kind of-
why. Oh yeah,
Does
go
the
ahead.
game
What
kind
was
of
your question?
count like you had both your weapons out, like it hadn't put away one set or something, so it's counting the damage from both of them, or is it just counting the same one twice?
I actually don't know the full science behind it,
This is good.
but basically it's just like it's doing more damage than it's supposed to be intending to,
The bunker. Do you copy?
and that is why it's considered a glitch not used for NMG.
We just
And I
encountered
just
near a few
don't use, because you can also use it for movement. I don't, just in case I accidentally forget to take it off and invalidate my run. 'Cause you could do this.
Hopefully you can get something out of it.
I'll do it for a little bit to show it off. I'm gonna do a bit of an old route here. No, we continue fighting.
Maybe
There we
should
go.
return to the resistance.
Operator to 9S. Data upload complete.
Roger.
I also have an incoming message.
I'm actually just going to do this for a bit because I know I'm not going to be doing any accidental fighting here.
2B, 9S. We've lost contact with several Yorha units that
All
were
right.
on their way to the surface. Their black boxes
So
are
now
online,
we're
so we
continuing on with the story. We're moving to the next
We've tracked the
location.
location of their
Some
victims.
robots
We
have gone
also
missing,
have
so we're going to
units
try and
on
find them.
Head over and investigate. End transmission.
I heard something about that back at the resistance camp.
And while you're looking for robots, I just want to remind everybody that we are questing for glory, hope and healing 2, supporting the National Alliance for Mental Illness,
Maybe we can get through from
supporting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization whose work is focused around 3 pillars: education and support, awareness, advocacy.
Machines try to look like us.
There's no point trying to work out unsolvable
They have
problems.
national helplines available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. EST, which provide information, referrals, resources, and a compassionate, understanding, trained volunteer to support the caller. And you can support this wonderful organization and on the way also be in the running for prizes. Right now, we have the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system.
What are those?
If you donate a minimum of $15, you will be entered for a giveaway of that prize, and you can put that also towards a bid war or a challenge. Current bid wars are a number of namings for Half Minute Hero 2, Second Coming, Aiden Chronicles, the First Mage, Pathfinder Kingmaker, Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2. You can choose between English and Japanese. Golden Sun Dark Dawn, which is actually coming up next, and might I also add that there is a giveaway for that game, which is a very adorable handmade Jenna plush doll.
Lead the way through.
A minimum of 25 on that.
We can take.
I almost fell off there.
Don't falling.
Don't falling.
I have to say, one of the things that I really loved about this game was the very, very, very smooth and seamless transitions between a sort of 2.5D and 3D. Sometimes platforming can just be annoying. And having that, especially in 3D, 3D platformers can be pretty rough to gauge depth and distance. And kind of giving that sort of forced left and right movement can really kind of enhance the gameplay, streamline it, and make it really smooth. And the game does that exceptionally well. Like right now, you're on a sort of a 2D movement plane while the game is still in 3D, and it gives it a much more fluid and enjoyable experience where you don't have, you know, a dozen different directions that can send you right off the roller coaster. You can just enjoy the scene and the visual experience while battling.
Call me Nines. So what do you think? I mean, if you want to call me Nines, it's totally okay.
Also, you couldn't pay me to get on that roller coaster. It's been there for who knows how long.
All right.
And is this similar to the previous sort of auto-scroller where killing things faster will cause things to spawn sooner, or?
I think it's on a
Set
rail,
timer.
so like you'll always get there, yeah, at the same time. Wait, no, there we go. Oh, there we go. All right, best song in the game, in my opinion. I actually did a cover of this way back in the day. It's hidden in the depths of a SoundCloud somewhere, but I did it.
What the hell?
That's HE double hockey sticks. Thank you very much.
Oh. Oh, you're talking about what he said. Okay. I was like, did I say something bad? Okay, good. We did enough damage, so I don't have to worry about these lasers. You'll notice because her HP bar disappeared that you don't have to do any more damage. Alright, I'm gonna jump and get hacked in the air. Yeah! Oh, I missed it. There we go. I'm bad at this again. Oh, come on. Hey, that's weird. Oh, I'm on the ground. I'm sad. I thought I was in the air. So what's funny is like the animation is like you're standing. However, you'll just like plummet while in that animation.
Are we seriously being attacked with dead androids?
Wait, I don't think... 2B! I'm detecting black box signals! They aren't dead. They've been turned into weapons!
Alright, this ends now.
Oh, I got hacked. Get over here. Oh, right at the last second. That was just really bad. All right.
I've almost analyzed the enemy's hacking pattern. I'm going to try to hack it. Keep it busy.
You got it.
Alert. Saturation attack triggered by enemy consciousness data. Failure to destroy it quickly may lead to serious damage in memory regions.
All right, we didn't die. That was the main thing there. Whew. The tricky thing about taunt is like bosses also get super strong if you do it. And so like attacks like what happened there, if I'm not careful, I could accidentally meet a very sad fate.
So,
Oh, wait. Okay.
What is it?
Got a little bit of distance there. I was trying to plunge even further, but I didn't do it.
it's almost like it had actual emotion.
The machines don't have feelings. You said that
So
yourself.
now that we beat that boss, we're going to be greeted by an emissary from a machine village. We're going to go there, pick up a fuel filter, actually, and bring it to the resistance camp. So it's just a bit of movement here. So if you have any donations or anything here, this is the perfect time.
Let me take a look. We do not.
Alrighty. Well then, let's remind everybody why we're here then.
Yes. We are here questing for glory, hope and healing too, supporting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And some interesting facts about why mental illness advocacy is so important. 1 in 5 Americans live with a mental illness or mental health condition, and fewer than 50% of adults living with these conditions will receive treatment each year. Many factors contribute to this, including stigma, lack of access, and lack of knowledge and resources. 50% of all lifetime cases of mental illness begin by age 14 and 75% by age 24.
Well, there are a few
A
things
very
about
important
that.
cause that
No
is
one knows for sure.
been
Hard to tell what an alien is
forgotten
thinking,
or not even considered in such a long time, and it's very important. So NAMI is, again, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. An excellent cause.
They all have white flags.
Looks like they really don't want to fight.
All right. So I'm going to... Oh, no. We do not talk to him. We're going to grab this relay here. But I'm actually going to do a save because for some reason, something I'm supposed to be doing with it for later doesn't trigger on the PS5 version properly. So I'll make sure to do that save so it does trigger. And also safety saving, you know, marathons and all that cool stuff. All right.
Get into the city ruins and remove that
So
box.
basically, yeah, we grabbed the fuel filter, and now we're gonna make our way back to the village. Gonna deliver that, and then we will be moving into the next segment of like action. Okay, good. Oh, hey, we get a boar this time. Hello. We collected all the animals. Let's go.
2B here. What's wrong?
All right.
You're a real
think-
Pokemon trainer now.
I'm a real Pokemon trainer. A master, if you will. But yeah, the biggest draw, I think, to this game is the fact that you get to go through all of the locales and just like really enjoy them. But you're still going fast, and you have a purpose, and you're trying to optimize yourself to be able to get the places faster, beat bosses faster, and just really
You leaving
master the gameplay that's in front of you.
mission efficiency.
Are you saying you need
Though there is a much higher mastery with
All
the
Model B combat units require the
any
assistance
percent
of
version with the
operator.
actual glitches, I would say.
So,
2B?
I think Kios for a while, he actually ran the category. I think, does he actually do some of the category anymore?
I'm pretty sure I've seen him run NieR within the last at least month.
Everyone, I just wanted to show off the self-destruct mechanic. It is a intended mechanic that is beneficial to any speedrun. It blesses it. We actually do this because we are going to use the boar to do that. Self-destructing puts us down to 1 HP. We can use a death warp to go back to the last save point that we touched, which brings us back to Pascal's village, so we don't have to walk all the way back. It definitely wasn't for any other reason whatsoever. Do not worry.
A great time save right there.
It is a wonderful time save. Best I've ever seen. No pun intended. All right. Oh, all right.
What do you think?
He just started transmitting to us directly.
All right. So we are going to talk to Pascal here, and this is going to trigger our next set of combat.
But you still don't have a heart.
I suppose that's technically accurate. Yes, well, you're free to visit our village whenever you like.
All right. There we go.
What's that noise?
After this is, I got to remind myself, it's time to shop.
This is an emergency transmission from the bunker. We're reading a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins. And it looks like there are a ton of other machines there with it. All
What are your
units
thoughts on the
should
run so
proceed
far,
and engage
BGG?
immediately.
You are. I have a huge respect for running of this, like speedrunners of this game, because of the precision movement, the constant inputs,
Command is deploying
and
inside
just
the
in
village.
general,
Just set the coordinates, so
mastering
let's get going.
movement in a 3D world is so much more difficult than on a 2D world. Almost always. Not always. Sometimes in games like MMX, movement is extremely precision based. But just because like you got to point in the right direction, and that's 300, that's 359 less ideal directions than the ideal direction that takes you to where you need to go. Navigating terrain and camera angles and stuff like that can be a pain.
Yeah. This game, because of the fluid motion of like how the controls all work together, movement just feels really good, even if you feel like you're messing it up a little bit, because there is a little bit of room for you to kind of just like clean it up, unless it's like the setups that you do for normal any percent. Those are extremely precise, but with movement itself, you get a little bit of leeway.
The flight units should be on the roof of that building up ahead. It'll be dangerous, but we're not going anywhere unless we pass through.
Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but it's okay.
We should be careful.
The game was nice to us.
And it's always faster to dash and never to just run or glide.
Yes, 100%. I'm actually getting a little bit of speed boost by doing that little sword movement at the end there too. Which is the attack we do not want to let off on enemies. I'm just going to count some doors here so I know where I'm jumping out. So 1, 2, and I think that's 3. Yep, perfect. All right, our next boss fight.
Damn it!
2B! Display data on central wiring hub.
All right, boop boop. I didn't do that right. That's fine. I didn't dodge the fist the way I would want to. There we go. Oh, no, not that one. But he's dead. There we go. All right. Oh, no. Woo! Oh, no. Camera angles. Camera angles. Wow.
Let's get to those flight units while we
Just keeping everyone on their toes. That's what I'm doing.
As I said, tremendous respect, and you're nailing it.
The skies are packed with anti-air weapons. Make sure to approach at low altitude.
All right. So we're going to fight one more angles, and then we actually get to go fight an actual boss fight, which means we get to use more of our items, more of our actual like combos, stuff like that, and a little bit more movement as well. All right, I'm just going to use an item here. All right.
I feel bad for all
And
those
there we
bosses.
go.
I feel bad for all those bosses before this that aren't actual bosses.
Yeah. They tried. They had their moment. Like, that one just melted immediately. It's from this point on that we'll start to see that our level difference between bosses and such will come into play after this next boss. Because I think the next time we see, like, an actual boss after this, they will be level 25 and I will be level 15.
And how do you circumvent that the difference?
We will be doing a shop after this to get some more of those enhancement items that are going to be a bit stronger. Because we're using the small version of the enhancement. But now we're going to get the large ones.
Our intel team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal.
But it seems
All
to be
right.
underground. Like way underground.
I'm just doing a little bit more movement. But we can talk about some prizes or anything like that if you like.
You're not much for plans.
Well,
are
let's
you?
take a look at what we have.
This hallway looks pretty old.
Well, coming up after this, we have Golden Sun Dark Dawn, which is run by LeGrand Grand, any percent. And during that, you'd be able to donate for a very adorable handmade Jenna doll, donated by Plush Mayhem at $25 minimum donation. But currently, you can still be donating to enter for the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system, which is NES, SNES, Genesis, all in one. And that was donated by Retrobit Gaming and requires a minimum donation of $15. But also keep in mind that you are donating an amazing charity, which is NAMI, National Alliance for Mental Illness. And of course, you can also put that towards a bid war or challenge, a lot of which have a little bit of room left to go. And there's some great things like super bosses, like the Count Smolderburn from Pathfinder Kingmaker, or watching some awesome cutscenes in Lost Odyssey.
You destroyed your own creators?
Oh, there's no need to fret about them. They were simple, infantile.
So we're just doing a neat little boss fight. This is our first interaction with a now coherent Adam and Eve. They were the android that we fought in the desert originally, but they didn't have conscious thought at that point because they were just born.
They killed uncountable numbers.
But now they've had a lot of time to actually connect themselves to the network and really kind of acquire intelligence. And now they're curious. They want to know more about the humans. The humans that we're protecting that are on this bunker. My main goal in that fight was to kill Eve once to get level 11, and now I don't have to fight anymore because he'll constantly respawn, but I won't be able to kill him a second time. And after this, I will get another level up, so I've essentially got 2 levels from just fighting him once. Here comes my favorite voice line.
Are you insane? We'd never do that. Can you believe this, 2B?
The way he says that line, because he's like, he's super serious, and then he immediately swaps to, "Can you believe this guy, 2B? This guy's bonkers." It's like, where did that comedic, like, voice direction come from? All right, and then now we're done with the fight. So now that we're done with that fight, we need to actually head back to the bunker, report in, and then we're gonna do some shopping and work our way to the next part of the story. What are some things in the speedrun that stand out to you, BGG, that you would like explained if you feel like they would need some extrapolating upon?
Well, I've honestly, I feel like I've been asking questions whenever I had one, so I don't have anything too pertinent. But I would be interested to know more about the movement, like the actual inputs that are being done, because I think a lot of that kind of gets pushed to the side, just how many like inputs you're doing constantly.
Oh, for sure. As soon as I get out of talking to the commander here, I can explain like exactly the movement I'm doing. Basically, it's a lot of like dashing, but I'm like cutting it at a certain point to get the most distance out of the dash, because if I let it run too long, she'll just start running, and if I cut it short, then I'm just losing distance. So it's a lot of timing itself. So like that right there, and then I'm doing a mix of like heavy and short attacks when I'm doing my jump in order to achieve a height. I can probably do it right here.
Why don't we rest a little bit, 2B?
Right there, that whole interaction right there was me pushing. I think we need to go to Pascal's village. Yes. Pushing X triangle really quickly to get a lift, triangle to get height, jump triangle, and then at that end there, I can choose to do a plunge, which is triangle and R2 together, or I push R2 to dash and hopefully grab a ledge.
It's like you're playing a fighting game. It's just a bunch of
Yeah.
blah. And it's like, yeah, that's how you do the super move. You know, it's super easy. Just, press triangle backwards, upside down while you're playing a fiddle on one hand during a full moon on a Tuesday in the month of October. And, just, it's easy. It's really, you'll get used to muscle memory by the time you're done with it.
It pretty much is that. It's like muscle memory, because when I came and started to derust, the first thing that I was practicing was my jumps, and I got it within 10 minutes, I think. It's like, oh, it's back. I'm just buying, whoops, I need to go back. There we go. All of the items I'm going to be using for the majority of the rest of the game.
Now, I'm curious where you got the funding for that.
So,
Because
you know
you're kinda
those
skipping
angles
a
we've
lot of
been
stuff.
fighting this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Each one is dropping something called a machine core, and those sell for 10,000 each. We fought a lot of them, actually. So we gathered a total of 6 of them, so we had 60,000 in order to actually spend. It's like the game was made for this or something.
Yeah.
So we are now going to teleport to the city ruins near the tower, because we're now going to head to the forest to go see the Forest King, which will in turn be another boss fight. But the thing is, there's another group of machines that act independently. They created a kingdom, and so we're going to scout that out and see why that is. And then that's when we get met with our actual opposition. Right there, if you noticed, you'll hear that the person there said operator. You'll notice that it didn't do the Skype noise, the pring pring. So already there's a glitch in effect that I was out of my control.
This job can be pretty rough sometimes, huh?
Well, I always feel like if a glitch has nothing to do with the actual gameplay or time, then I don't think it should be considered against the run. in any way, shape, or form.
That's why we don't hold it against people when they're doing this category, because it's something you can't really avoid.
Probably would have gone shopping and such here, right?
More
All
meaningless
right.
conjecture.
Just waiting for
You're
this
so
fight here.
serious, 2B. You know that?
Alert. Multiple machine life
All right.
forms detected above our position.
So I'm just going to use a bunch of these.
Who the heck is the Forest King?
You're getting distracted.
Well, what do you expect? I'm a scanner. Combat was never meant to be my forte. Check this guy.
There we go.
He's
We're
just
already
running
done
away.
this fight. With those enhancements, as you can see, we do a lot more damage now, and they last longer too. So now we're able to deal out a lot more damage, even though we are fundamentally much lower level than we're supposed to be at this point in the game.
Looks like the forest is just ahead.
I actually can't remember what level 8 or the next boss is going to be. I don't want to say the name in case there's people here who don't know, but she's an interesting unit. That's what I'll say. Probably one of my favorite characters, I'm going to be honest. Who's your favorite character, BGG?
Same.
Yes, I love that. Thank
Here they
you.
come. Better keep your guard up.
I'm
If you had to
aware
pick a
of how
second
fast-
character, though, who would you
just be
pick?
careful.
I mean, it's got to be the classic 2B, of course.
That's fair. For me, I think I like the operator that works with 9S.
Hmm.
She's a very tragic character, and that's why I enjoy her a lot.
What is with these guys?
All right, let's see if I can actually hit this plunge today. I've been having a bit of trouble with it. I don't know why. It just doesn't want to work for me. All right, I'm going to aim myself properly.
How are we supposed to reach that castle?
Nope. And I... Whee! All right, let's try that one more time. There we go. That is the plunge. Yeah, just plunge all the way down. Exactly.
So those machines had a king? But how can a concept like
Yeah,
loyalty
sometimes
be
my
understood
plunge
by
just
a
doesn't want to
machine?
come out, and I think it's I'm just pushing it just a tad too late.
It's
Which
two
can
buttons
happen.
at the same time, which can be a bit of unreliable input.
All right, I'm going to move to a certain degree here, and then I'm going to stop, just because sometimes you can fall here.
It was definitely still a plunge. Just, straight down instead of the direction you wanted to go.
Exactly. I mean, she did do the attack as intended, just the wrong type. I just unlock this and do a quick save, just in case the game decides to crash, because my PS5 apparently wants to crash this game sometimes. Like, it happened once during practice, but it happened at the point that happened in my last run at RPG Limit Break, so I immediately was like, okay, I don't want that.
You mean the one where you hit the eject disc tray button?
Yep. But it was really
That-
funny. It was the
that
exact
sounds like the
same
same.
event trigger.
Watch out for hostile enemies, 2B.
Roger that, 9.
Huh? Wait, what did you just say?
The system knows.
They know. Ooh, they hit me. All right. So normally you have to go through this whole region here, but you just do this. Oh, let me switch to the right weapon. And, oh, one more. There we go. And now you've skipped the entire place. It's actually that simple.
It honestly feels like those little balconies are there for exactly that.
Well, they don't expect you to have that kind of height yet. But we have the ability to create more height, so it's just like, okay, I guess that's a thing.
Well, I just mean it pokes out, and then when you jump up, there's the little opening right there for you.
Yeah, so you originally would get another jump later in the game,
Ah, right.
and that's what would make you do that, but we use a completely different method of doing that. Making sure I'm on the right weapon set. Perfect. Just walking a little bit less, Except for 9S got in my way.
I was just about to say, 9S says no.
He said no. "9S is anti speedrun. We found that out today.
Rude.
2B.
All right, so that red outline, that is what the taunt looks like on
My Yorha type
human
control.
models when it's not a machine life form.
By Yorha. Annihilation recommended.
Annihilation?
With this game, it could be either, honestly.
go.
Yes, Ame is correct. Oh, I should pay attention. All right, we do that, that.
And 9S, we've picked up a signal from the black box of a fugitive known as A2. What you see in front of you is your enemy.
But she's...
She deserted us. She's destroyed multiple pursuit areas.
Oh, God.
Now kill
Oh, no.
you.
He doesn't like to stagger sometimes. All right, we need more of these. All right, she should be wanting to run away soon. There we go.
Let's go after her, 2B.
Nope. I was trying to plunge there to get more distance so I can just walk up this thing here. I'm going to be able to walk up it anyway. It's just, you get a little bit of a handbrake if you can do it early.
I'm sorry, Commander. We failed to defeat the...
9S is anti-speedrun because of no ending E run. I think he wouldn't want me to speedrun ending E if you think about it.
Keep your distance in the future.
Commander, why did A2 desert the Force?
Alright. We have a bit of a break here, like 2 minutes, so if you have anything you want to say, you're all good to go.
2B.
Well, just want to reiterate that there are a ton of bid wars still going on right now that you can donate towards. And of course, donating a minimum of 15 will enter you into the drawing for the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system to win that. And there's the naming bid war for Dark Sun. Sorry, Golden did. That's twice I did that. Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. Name Matthew. Right now it's OPT with a very commanding lead of $500.54. But someone could absolutely take that away for your own. And of course, Hyperdimension Neptunia, which is right after Golden Sun. There is a bid war between English and Japanese voice language, which has very close. So any one of those can be taken as well. And then Saga Frontier Remastered, kill either Blue or Rouge. Got it right this time. Got it. I played that. I did all scenarios just like this summer, and I called him Rogue the entire time.
I never used
And
these.
that's still very much within one or the other, depending on what you would like to see, either killing Rouge or Blue. And of course, there are also different challenges that you can do. Pathfinder, Kingmaker, Slay, Count Smolderburn, which is super boss, and that's at 55 out of 200, so just a little bit more to hit that one. And of course, then there's one of my favorite current incentives right now, which is for Lost Odyssey. View the Lirum cutscene, 75 out of 200, or view the Mama cutscene, please, 155 out of 200. That one's almost there. And then, of course, you'd be entered into the running for the prize, which is the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1. Lost Odyssey, fantastic game. You're going to want to watch that scene.
Thank you, Matcha. What's the run that you're most excited for this event, BGG?
Oh, boy. You know what? Let me take a look at the exclamation mark schedule. I personally absolutely completely love Xenoblade Chronicles, but that has already come and gone. Otherwise, gosh, there's so many great ones. Oh, you know what?
Thanks, 2B.
It's got to be FF7 Remake Intergrade.
Who's running it this time?
The Cid.
Nothing to report.
Listen, Tubi. I was looking at images of flowers today, and
Flowers?
What about you? What is your most anticipated
This one
run
is a
aside from this one?
this one's a guilty pleasure. Beyond the Beyond by Palmer.
Oh no! You know what? I'm super excited for that as well because I have some choice words for that game. But Palmer is an absolute beast and a great runner, so
He's so good.
I'm
And
sure that'll be a good time.
just the games that he chooses to speedrun are just interesting. Ooh, let's not buy that many of that one. There we go. All right, so I bought those chips at this point because I need to go to the resistance camp anyway. What I bought was weapon damage +3 and taunt +3. So I'm going to be doing a lot more damage, but also I have a risk reward where I will deal out a lot of damage in return for being pretty much a wet noodle in terms of enemies. Because once I taunt them, they're going to be stronger, but take more damage.
I have a question since you asked me to ask any questions that I might have about the run.
Yes.
How is it you don't get absolutely trucked being 40 levels lower?
I dodge really good.
Well, I did see you taking damage, and it was completely manageable, healable, assuming you had the healing items, in question. But what stops from? I mean, are part of the buffs like the buff items that you get defensive as well?
No. So there is a point where I'm just gonna buy some things real quick. Where when you take a certain amount of damage that drops you to a certain percentage, you get a mini slowdown for a moment, and you can use that time to heal yourself really quickly. All right. Actually,
do enemies do a percentage of health? Like, do they do percentage damage instead that makes that possible,
I think they
or is
do
it
a
just
flat.
the way the game is scaled?
I think they just do a certain amount based on level.
It's interesting
There we
because
go.
I mean, a lot of game speedruns, especially RPGs, this being an action RPG, level difference is a huge contributor to the difficulty of that. And usually there's some kind of mechanic or exploit or something that lets you get through that. For instance, with Earthbound, you have that scrolling HP bar, and the whole speedrun is basically trying to outrun it before you die. So with this game, it feels like the level difference is so huge, and yet you're still able to take quite a beating. But I imagine dodging is definitely a big factor, which attributes more to your skill as well.
Yes. If you can dodge the most of the attacks, you also get a slowdown for that as well. And it gives you can also do a reactionary attack.
Like a counterattack.
Yes. And it'll teleport you to the enemy as well. Generally on bosses, I won't use that, but on enemies, it's pretty useful. So we're actually going to be entering into the longest segment. It's the one I was telling you about before. And basically, it's an auto-scroller for a solid 10 minutes. And the community has been working tirelessly to find a way to skip this for the any percent category because it is just so long.
But you wouldn't be able to skip it doing glitchless.
So, the people in the chat, if you had any specific donation you wanted to make sure was read, this is your time.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Send them all in, get in on the giveaways and the prizes, get those incentives rolling because those games, they are coming up right after this. So you have just about an hour to get the before the Golden Sun Dark Dawn name bid war goes away. However, the challenges for Golden Sun have been met already, so you don't have to worry about that. But absolutely, if you want some donations read, get them in now. Get those incentives in. Get in for the prizes. In fact, we have one right here from Alfina with a $10 donation, and she says, here's to two of my favorite people to listen to on the mic tonight during NieR And good luck, Casa, with the rest of the run. Thank you,
Thank you.
Alfina. No, you.
Right? I love you, Elfina. All right, I think it's right here I want to stand. I always forget. But if I stand in the perfect spot, there's going to be a flight unit that's going to fall right where I am, and I can smash the circle to skip the animation. I just got to remember the spot, and I think it's right here. All right. Yes, I got it.
You see? Total slave drive.
Wait, what's happening?
If she didn't order others around,
Wait, what?
kind of leader would she be?
Uh-oh.
Say so.
Huh?
I'm just going to blame my cat because he jumped up on my lap right as that happened, so...
How do I get out of here?
Is that the same
Oh,
place
no.
that the disc eject happened?
No. I gotta reset my game, but I'm trying to remember the option on PlayStation. Button right here.
I was going to say, yeah.
All right, close game. Open game. That is a soft lock, yeah. No. Wait, when was the last time I saved?
Is there autosave?
Certain parts, yes. Certain parts, no.
Let's hope it's not autosaved right before the cutscene and it glitches out again.
The curse is so real. It's actually kind of funny. All right, let's find out where I was last. Nah, there's no one to blame. It's just the game being the game. All right, where
It's okay.
was I? Let's find out.
I'll take the blame. It's all right.
All right, what was the last save? Castle Front. Oh, right at the A2 fight. Okay, so unfortunately we lost 10 minutes. Again. Again. No way, dude. Ah.
NieR Automata loves you. That is indeed 10 more minutes for you to get your donations in, because they will absolutely be read for that long walk that we have later. And of course, supporting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which is an
This is true.
amazing cause, and getting in for the giveaway prizes, and working towards incentives. Just a machine gun of pew pew pew, targets hit.
Ah! Oh no! I'm stuck!
10 more minutes!
No.
You know, all I have to say is I'm happy because it's 10 more minutes with Casa. And I got it for
true. 10
free.
more minutes with BGG. I'm just surprised that something completely out of left field happened, because like that was out of my control. We can say it. I'm cursed when it comes to NieR Automata. It is fine. All right. 9S, get out of the way this time. We got a lot closer, though. Like, a lot closer. Yo, what's up, Swoog? Oh, hey.
2B, that's an android.
All right, so I need to switch my weapon, because I'm still on weapon set 2.
Annihilation recommended.
Annihilation? But why?
Let's go, 9S.
2B?
Report. Affinity increased.
Bunker to 2B and 9S. We've picked up a signal from the black box of a fugitive known as A2. What you see in front of you is your enemy.
But she's...
She deserted us. She's destroyed multiple pursuit androids. Now kill her before she kills you.
They're so aggressive. So like right there, you saw I took almost lethal damage. It slowed down, and I was able to heal myself up. All right, she's dead. All right,
Let's go after her, 2B.
there we go. That's what I wanted to do the first time. And now I get a break on my hand.
Gone.
And now I can read this very generous donation from either Amy's or Amos Flame. Not sure if it's an extra M for being able to have the name, but they send in $15. No comment. Thank you very, very much.
I see. Well, at least you're both safe. That's an incredibly powerful unit you just...
And that, of course, is the prerequisite to be entered to win the prize, the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system that's going on right now. I believe you only have until the end of this run. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But that is a 3-in-1 NES, SNES, Genesis console. Very generously sent in by Retrobit Gaming.
Oh, you survived. How wonderful.
Yeah, we're fine.
I'm going to save
I want to ask you about.
before Krug, just in case. There is a save point right
you know.
beside
Be in person.
the area that we enter when we go into that area.
I'll
So I
open
will
the
grab it.
belt to deter enemy
Just in case.
be able to reach the village through the
Now, where exactly did the disc eject happen? Where was that?
So it happened in the run, would have been 30 minutes ago.
Okay. So the curse is variable, dynamic. If
The
you
curse
will.
is variable. It decided, oh, you made it past that part? Let me fix that for you. All right. We're here. I need to sell some things again because I need enough money for what I did before. All right. Hello, friend. Let me sell. All right. Boop, 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 boop. And I sold the amber as well. There we go. That should be enough. Predictable curses are so last millennium. Oh, whoops. It'll be faster if I give the data. There we go.
It'll be faster if you...
All right. And now let's go buy our items again.
Let's stay sharp and head back to the resistance camp. We should run a check on our consciousness data and resupply.
All right. And then we're going to desert camp. We're going to go say hi to Emil again. Good morning, Legrand Grand. If you guys don't know, Legrand Grand is going to be the one who is running Golden Sun right after this run here. And you still have time to enter yourself in for that prize for Golden Sun until the end of my run. What is
Which
that
one are you
prize?
referring to?
I think it's the Jenna? The
I
Jenna.
believe that becomes available when Golden Sun
Oh,
starts.
wait. What's the other one then?
The Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 is the current giveaway, or prize
Oh.
rather, for your donations at a $15 minimum. But when the Golden Sun run does start, you have two
Thanks, 2B.
prizes. There is the handmade Jenna doll,
Oh.
contributed by Plush Mayhem, which is super adorable, and a stream key for Arc Noir, contributed by Transquina.
Nothing to report.
Oh, I
And
love
the-
Transquina.
The Jenna doll is a $25 minimum, and the stream key is a $5 minimum. The current giveaway is for, of course, as mentioned earlier, the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system at a $15 minimum. And of course, there's a ton of challenges left to go for. The Half Minute Hero 2, the Second Coming Hero 3D mode that has nothing on it out of 250, so a very easy slot in for that. Aiden Chronicles, the first Mage cheat code showcase, which is... I'm interested in that. there's so many cool like there's a lot of games that have like built-in cheat codes that are just totally wacky. So that could be really fun. And then the Pathfinder Kingslayer Slay Count Smolderburn, which is 55 out of 200. Absolutely worth for super bosses. And then, of course, the Lost Odyssey cutscenes, which we talked about earlier. View Mama cutscene at 170 out of 200. Hey, looks like that has moved up a little bit. Very good. And the View the Lyrum cutscene, not quite sure what that one is. But I do know that Lost Odyssey is a great game, and these cutscenes are absolutely worth watching.
All right, we're almost back to where we were. Just have to go here, buy my upgrades, equip my chips, talk to the person, and head back to the water place. All right. All right, shop. Bye. Not that one, this one.
Oh. 2B. Your tongue. It's so dead and of honey.
All right. Plugins, customize. Here we go. Alt chips. It's at the bottom here. There we go. Those are the only chips we're going to need for the rest of the run. I'm actually going to stick to weapon set 1 so I can do a different type of plunge. I don't want to do the diagonal plunge. I want to do the straight down plunge, which is this one, like this. Or not. There we go. Because then I can just go in here like this. Oh, I lost my momentum there because I just slightly touched the outside. We're back to the water level. I'm just going to actually get the safety saver right here. Where is he? I knew I saw you. There we go. So normally we wouldn't grab this, but we saw what happened today. And now it is a safe bet to grab that.
The more you run this, the more safety saves you'll be wanting to take because of different curses happening at different places.
I'm the only one that gets these curses. The other runners, I bet they don't have to worry about that. They just have to worry about not clipping out of bounds. In the wrong way. There's like good and bad ways of clipping in this game.
The bedrock here was bombed out in the last war. Looks like the whole city
All
is
right.
starting to sink as a result.
So we're almost back. We just need to get there. Just one more curse, yeah. All right.
Androids don't need to bathe. As long as you perform regular cleaning and maintenance, bathing is unnecessary.
Yeah, but come on, 2B. It still feels good.
It's just practice, right? All right. I am not even going to attempt to have that happen again. Wait, there's still... Oh, there's still enemies alive. Hello. We're just going to sit here and wait.
I think that's the last of the machines.
Oh, yeah. Notice that my calls are back because I reset the game.
9S, come in.
Commander?
Emergency orders incoming. The carrier ship that was set to resupply has come under attack. It's currently being engaged by a swarm of machines.
It's practice, not a game. Not a game, it's practice.
And I'll need you to
All right.
back up as well.
So
I'm sending
now we're going into the
coordinates
auto scroller.
Good luck. Out.
All right. There we go. I was a little afraid because of the way she was walking it was going to happen again. All right. I love being in this form of the mecha because you get to move around in a 3D scope rather than the normal scope, and the sword is so much better.
This is the auto scroller in question.
Yes, this is it. We are going to see a lot of the flight unit for the next 10 minutes.
Well, I do have a couple donations from Matcha Fierce, $5.
hi.
Blessing this run to offset the curse, sending good vibes only. Thank you very much.
Matcha's actually a good friend of mine. So thank you, Matcha.
Oh, that's awesome. And then we have another one from Drakenkex, $69.42. Thank you very much for the very kind support, Toonami. Feeling bad for the crash. Here's some cash for the good cause. Greetings from Germany and best regards from the German restream. Guten Tag? I believe it would be
Guten
morning.
Tag.
Yeah. I think it's about 8 a.m. there. So, Guten Tag, or Morgen, Guten Morgen to you as
Ohio
well.
gozaimashita.
It's like noon or 3 p.m.
Oh, okay. That would just be konnichiwa then.
Yeah.
Greetings. If you notice, I'm just mashing the sword button in case anything gets near me, because then it'll just immediately die. But I'm moving my shots in a specific way.
I'm picking up a large-scale enemy inbound. Looks to be 2.8 clicks southwest of us.
Oh, whoops. That is a cutscene. There we go. All right. Wait a minute. I did not use the right item. There it is. All right. I should be able to get it before my buffs end. Yeah, we got it. Good. Oh, I got the level up there too, so that's an early level up.
Enemy aerial unit destroyed.
Probably because of the safety save.
Wait, I'm still picking up a large enemy
The
presence.
little level 2 enemies, yeah.
What on? If it's that big, we should be able to see
There was one time where I just for some reason didn't get a level here, and I was like, what? So I went into like Adam being level 16 at one point, and that was not a fun time.
huge.
So I'm level 14 instead of being 13 going to 14 to this, so I'm going to do a little extra damage when we go to fight the orbs. This thing is Grug. He is a gigantic metal whale thing, I would say. But also he's not a whale because he can stand.
Command is attempting to launch a satellite laser strike.
But that'll come into play later. Basically, it's an ancient machine that was marooned because it doesn't like being on land, but wants to be on land. It's kind of like allergic to land. It wants to destroy everything because of it.
Proposal. Destroy the generator quickly.
That's the way I see it. Other than that, it's just going to be a lot of this for the next little bit. So the floor is yours, BGG, for whatever you'd like to say.
Well, I would like to say and just reiterate once more that we are questing for glory, hope and healing too, benefiting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Be sure to check into them because they are an amazing charity, the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization whose work is focused around 3 pillars: education and support, awareness, advocacy. What does that mean? Well, awareness, big one. NAMI participates in nationwide awareness opportunities like Mental Health Month, Suicide Prevention Month, Mental Illness Awareness Week. NAMI has partnerships with a wide range of companies and organizations. For example, Fox Sports and Google, that NAMI uses to get their name and mission in front of new audiences. And we are here supporting that with these wonderful speedrunners doing their awesome. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at this amazing Casa.
Casa means umbrella.
Totally destroying this game, this amazing game, with all this cool speed tech. And we got a bunch more games coming up. Golden Sun Dark Dawn, Hyperdimension Neptunia 2 Rebirth, and East Origin, all in the lineup coming up right here. You can check the schedule. And if you donate to support the cause, NAMI, you get entered to win prizes. Cue the confetti. And you can work towards bid wars to name characters or different challenges for different games. So you get to support a great organization. And you get entered to win a prize, assuming that the amount is at the right amount. Right now, Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system is the current prize at $15 minimum.
I'm sorry, I got the funky camera just now.
No worries. And of course, at the same time, also putting it towards a challenge or bid war of your choice.
Having trouble over there?
Are you Yorha?
My personal fingers crossed one right now is Lost Odyssey View Mama cutscene. Gotta get it. It's almost there. 170 out of 200. That's just a little taparoo.
You and I should meet up at the spot I just marked.
I would like to say that we're almost done with this segment, but we're not. We're gonna shoot a railgun into its mouth a couple times, and then do a bit more of the shoot 'em up, and then we'll be back to your regular scheduled NieR Automata.
I'll help aim.
I intentionally did that bad shot because it moves dialogue.
Resistance armor is too thick. We need more firepower.
All right. So fun fact, you don't actually have to like worry about timing the shots after you get the first one in its mouth. You can just mash the R1 button. Oh, here we go. Right here. Watch. So every shot after this will immediately get into its mouth. And you only need to get 3 shots. And now you just move on.
Wow.
The game was made for speedrunning. What can I say? Except for when it does the things it does. Like soft locking on me just trying to get into my aircraft. Though, to be fair, I was trying to make use of a fast animation, and that's what caused it to happen. So that, it's the, what's the word? It's the risk I take for being fast.
Well, if your claim of it was made for speedrunning is true, and you try to do things fast and the game crashes,
Hey, 2B, I think I have
well,
another
was it
idea.
really made for
You keep
speedrunning?
that thing right where it is, okay?
No, I'm just trying to make myself feel better. Alright. So now I just have to kill off 2 more orbs, and then we are finally done with this segment. And then we'll have some more boss fights. I also get a tiny little bit of a break, because in one of the boss fights, we can't damage him until he does a certain trigger. And then, yeah, then I can actually damage him. So I just hide behind a wall for a bit, and then just kind of put my controller down.
But I need you to destroy the EMP unit on that thing's back.
More on that in about 5 minutes or so. But other than that, it's just your usual just shoot and slash. All right.
Are there ways to make that? Go ahead.
Oh no, what were you asking?
I was just gonna ask if there are ways to expedite this whole auto-scrollery type thing.
I wish.
I'm assuming that just, as long as you're doing the bare minimum damage, you're gonna get the little orbs down, and that's gonna, obviously trigger the end of the fight.
Oh,
for
I'm
the next
doing
phase.
that. Yes. I'm trying to beat these as fast as possible, and I did a bad. All right, hopefully. Okay, the game is being nice to me. Oh, I need to use one of these. There we go. So normally what I did there would be I would try to kill both the orbs at the same time. There's a tight window, but you can do it. I moved away from one of my orbs before it was even destroyed, and I'm like, okay, that's not what's intended. And so I kind of paid the price for that. All right, so we've got one more of those orbs left. After that is done, we finally beat him because he'll be able to be attacked by a bunch of torpedoes that 9S is controlling, and it'll finally die. Which is sad because all it wanted to do was come back to land.
But isn't it not allergic to land?
It's definitely allergic to land, but it wants to be on land. If people have played NieR Replicant, it's kind of like that one storyline with the girl in the boat.
It was a long time ago when I played that one, so I don't remember that.
It's actually part of the new game.
I played the PS3, so NieR Gestalt.
Yes, so that story is actually a new edition for just that version.
Oh, so just the remaster only.
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know it actually had additional content. I thought it was just the remaster of the Japanese version, Replicant, which you play as the son, and then, of course, in Gestalt you play as the dad.
There's also a new ending and extra. I need to make sure I do this. There we go. There's a new ending as well.
Oh, very interesting. A lot more content than I thought.
Yes, Replicant is actually very much worth it. So you're saying the guy is actually Davy Jones? Yes.
I have heard that they updated the combat to be basically NieR Automata instead of the traditional Gestalt Replicant combat.
It is a lot more fluid, yes. It feels a lot better. But it still has its own kind of personality.
Over.
Operator to 2B? 2B, are you alright?
Running system diagnostics. Core functionality
All right.
appears intact.
We're finally done with the auto-scroller. We can continue back to the actual game.
Roger that. In regards to the giant machine that attacked the shore, it ceased its resistance 8 hours ago following your missile strike.
8 hours?
All right.
However, it's
I'm just
EMP
moving my
threat
way.
knocked out comms all across
So,
the
the
region.
game
We're
at this
having trouble getting
point,
the bots online,
we are looking for
which means
9S because he
uploading
got
into
blown
the
away
server
after the
will work
explosion for
Where's
beating
9S?
Grug here.
Yeah,
And
about that.
we use these things called black box readings, which every Yorha unit has, to try and track him down, but it's very weak, so we're not able to actually pinpoint it. And so we're told that we should get something called a dynamic scanner, but if you know where you're going in the game, you actually don't need that scanner at all, because for some reason the trigger to continue the story is just already active from the get-go. And that trigger is just getting to the elevator where the dynamic scanner would take you.
I find that really interesting because it kind of transcends the expectation that you need to do all the storyline triggers one after the other, you know. If you just find him, you find him, you know. If you go to where he's at, then you're good. So it doesn't force you to do an arbitrary trigger that essentially serves nothing from a lore perspective.
It's like you can use this, but you don't have to if you're able to just like kind of scope it out yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and speaking of which, here's the copied city. Damn. Oh wait, I actually got it. Cool. I don't have to walk.
What is
I was just trying to stop myself from slow walking into a cutscene.
Is composed of crystallized silicon and carbon.
What's with the corpses?
It is unlikely that your
Okay, so
So-
this is the boss fight I said I got to AFK in.
hypothesis.
Uh,
We must have placed them.
cutscene skips are not considered glitches for the purpose of this run.
No. So we still do the normal like press pause and X to skip. What we're doing is just we're closing distance instead of slow walking into the cutscene. We're just like kind of jumping into it instead.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of what I wanted to clarify, because to me it seemed natural, but to someone else that might think, oh, you're skipping this cutscene. That's an animation, that must be a glitch. But yeah, that is interesting. You're just kind of pushing yourself a little closer, because it's not like you're doing some sort of forced action that glitches you through a wall or something. You're just jumping normal. Anybody could do that and kind of get a shorter scene there.
Exactly. Oh, whoa, get back behind that wall. So here's the discrepancy I was talking about. So if you see, I'm level 16 and Adam is level 25. So he's a full 9 levels above me. I think by the end of the speedrun, I'm going to be 18 or 19. I think you can hit 20 if you're lucky. And the final boss, Eve, will be level 30.
Oh, I thought you said something like 50. Maybe it's just
No,
a
no,
special
no.
boss.
No,
So that's not that big of a difference then.
those kind of level discrepancies come in later on, like ending C, D, and E. Because, as a reminder about NieR Automata, ending A is actually a very long tutorial. And then you get the 9S tutorial. So basically, you get the 2B tutorial, how to play 2B, and then you get the 9S tutorial, which is the B route, and then you get to play the real game, ending C, E, or C, D, and E, which are the real game. Pretty long tutorials, if I might say so.
Let us embrace death.
And
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just I say that when I start fighting. Oh, I got hit. My dodge does not want to go off today.
I don't have time for you. I need to find 9S.
9S.
There we go. All right. Here comes the best boss song, in my opinion. Unfortunately, it ends really fast because I do a lot of damage.
Wow.
Yeah, we're done.
Absolutely obliterated.
Yup. To be or not to be, that is the Adam.
There's a actual $5 donation from Iron Mog who says, "Good luck, Casa. You're a legend. BGG, you aren't too shabby yourself." Wow. BGG love.
Wow.
Thanks everyone for the event and for supporting Nami, a truly great cause. Hey chat and runners and hosts. So hey chat, we're talking to you. And runners and hosts, what other runs are you looking forward to? We actually answered this earlier ourselves. Personally, I'm a big Final Fantasy nut, so Final Fantasy VII Remake, super hyped for that one. And Casa?
Mine is Beyond the Beyond because my boy Palmer.
What's going to happen to 9S?
Who boy?
I'm excited. I'm so excited. You don't understand. I hope Palmer can hear me because I am looking forward to the best that he can give me.
That is 1:15
Understood.
a.m. PST. Sorry, EST to 7:15 EST on Thursday,
Everyone's
November
heard
11th.
trends among the
He is
machines.
covering the graveyard shift.
Something tells me this is going to involve a lot of killing.
Proposal. Procure information.
So unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna meet Estimate because of that soft lock.
Suppose he might.
Unfortunately, that was a pretty big time loss.
Can you hear me?
Well,
But
good luck ever getting into an event after this.
Do you need something?
Not
this game
hitting
has gotten in
estimate.
twice.
Trends?
It's like you keep bringing me back, man. I don't know what to tell you.
2 days ago, I was contacting machines that disconnected themselves.
Oh, it's
from
okay.
work. They wanted to discuss a peace treaty.
No kidding.
Apparently, they're seeking to form an alliance of some kind with our village.
If that's what they want, why don't they?
All
move
right,
in?
so
I believe they're working on building.
I think my prediction is going to be, I think, a 215. Maybe at the worst, a 218.
I can give you the coordinates if you'd like.
Please.
I was actually planning to go speak with them myself, you know. Maybe we can meet up over there?
Sounds good.
All right,
Target location data
let's go.
obtained. Marking on map.
Something about teleporting into existence is my favorite thing.
Still, you should probably be careful. We machines can be
All right,
unpredictable.
I'm
In truth, yes.
probably going to focus a lot in this area because the boss fight could kill me. And I don't want to accidentally get smushed by these iron presses that are a one-shot kill.
It certainly does.
But other than that, that won't be for a little bit. So,
Well,
what
there is-
has been? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to
Definitely.
say there is a little bit of an upset on the Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 language. Japanese language is now in the lead over English language.
Please, you must.
I may have accidentally hit the enemy.
Can you accidentally hit Pavel?
Pascal. Yes.
Pascal,
Watch
sorry.
this. Hee. Oh yeah, there's a lot of really good runs this event. I watched TCA just before this because I was excited about that. I am going to watch the Golden Sun run while I go to sleep by Legrand Legrand right after this. And again, Beyond the Beyond by Palmer is going to be a treat. If you guys don't know what that game is, I implore you, do not look it up. You are to come to the run and watch it as is.
It's better to watch the speed run than play that game.
Yeah. No doing your homework before the game. Don't do it. You don't know what the game is good. Exactly. All right, so yeah, all these machines here disconnected themselves from the server, much like Adam did, and they created a cult.
My name is Pascal.
And we're gonna be talking to, well, they're gonna show us their true intentions in a second here. We're sacrifices. But I don't take too kindly to that, so I'm gonna say no.
I was right. This is shady. Fascinating, though. I have never seen machines with such unique perspectives. I wonder if there's a way to collect.
Less talk, more running. 2B to bunker. We've had a run-in with hostile machines at the abandoned factory.
I'm just
Immediate escape.
doing my best to deal a lot of damage here to open up the elevator.
Locations are currently unstable.
Loop a distress signal. Damn it.
Is it just X amount of enemies killed, or
I believe it is, yeah. There it is. All right, come on. There we go. Push the button. They're coming for me. They're coming in hot. All right, it should be open now. Let's go. There we go. Hey, it's actually rather quick. Oh yeah, we already did the self-destruct. This is an RPG. It's called an action RPG. We get levels, we have experience, stats, equipment, all that stuff. Everything that makes a funny RPG, including a wonderful story that makes you think. Really makes you think.
Technically a JRPG still.
Yep, it is definitely a JRPG. So there is a unique enemies here. There's 2 of them. There's the Reapers and the Bombers. The Bombers are the scariest enemy to me because they just pop and run into your face with a bomb in their hands, and then they just explode your body. There's going to be one showing up here in just a moment. There we go. We made sure that they didn't touch us. So, I was trying real hard to practice a specific jump for this factory, but I wasn't able to get it done. It only saves about, like, 7 seconds, so it's not that big of a loss, but I'm sad that I couldn't do it for you guys. Okay, we're going to jump here. These are the presses that are a one-shot kill. So, right here, I would do a series of jumps. Yeah, they are one-shot kills.
That's impressive.
2B, keep going straight.
All right, so you don't actually have to fight. Oh. Ah! All right. The benefit of doing the skip is these guys won't be here. But they're not that much of an issue because I know where they're going to spawn, so I can just kind of walk around them. Alright. And that's pretty much the hardest part. There is one more set of iron presses we're going to have to go by. They're kind of spooky, but it shouldn't be that much of an issue. I'm pretty careful when it comes to them because of one time I lost a run to them. Alright. Right here. I'm just going to let them... Yeah, there we go. I count to... Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're just gonna let them do their thing. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna jump again. I died. No way. Oh no. I don't know how much time that loses. I don't know how much time that loses. Oh no, please, where does it take me? Where does it take me?
I always remember there being a very small punishment for death.
Where does it take me? Okay, good. Wait, where am I? Where am I? Oh, this is the beginning of the whole factory segment. Oh, that's rough. So the past, like, 2 minutes started over. That's unfortunate. I got hit by one of the bombers at the tip of my jump. So it got me locked in a spot, and then another bomber dropped down where I was as I was waiting for the other platform to go down so it didn't kill me. And I should have healed, but I didn't. All right.
It's just more time with Casa. Remember that.
More time with me, yeah. I'm just letting the person who's running after me get a little bit more time to get prepared. That's it. I'm just showing you how, Oh!
What you don't know is this is also a showcase on what not to do.
If you could see my face right now.
For those budding speedrunners out there, you know, that are interested in this run, this is a showcase on common mistakes that can be made, and he's just letting you know how to not avoid them.
Yeah. what
Process of
happened there was
elimination.
the camera angle changed abruptly, and I was holding up and was trying to hold back, but it ended up her going right anyway and just getting her foot touched by the press. If her foot gets touched by the press, it counts as touching the entire body and it kills you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cut me on my
it's
pixel.
oh.
Ooh, my pixel. Not my pixel.
That happened in one of my
foot.
runs. I was just like, all right, I'm waiting for it, and then the tiniest piece of the heel got touched. And it's like, all right, game over. I'm like, excuse me? Wait, what? Hello? Well, that's not what I want to do at all. But that worked out. Oh, no, it did not work out. No, you don't. All right, we're going to... Wait, it's not here. It's the next part. All right. Now we go. All right.
Keep going straight.
So if you avoid all those presses without getting hit, is that impressive or unimpressive?
It leaves a lasting impression. I'm getting very unlucky. There we go. There we go. I've never seen them stacked up like that before.
They learned some tricks from World of Final Fantasy.
Ah,
Keep moving.
I love that game with a passion. It's such a good game.
I have to wholeheartedly agree.
I'm just gonna show people how I platform. That's how this is, right? All right, time to be careful. This is the scary one. All right, go. 1, 2. One, 2. All right, we're safe. There's nothing to kill us anymore. I'm not kidding. Like, that is actually the scariest part of the run. We're done. We can actually end the game now.
And now everybody knows exactly what to and not to do.
Exit route secure.
All right.
Thank you for that showcase.
As one I definitely wanted to show off. I'm the best teacher ever. Yeah. Do not do what I do. All right, so we have a series of boss rushes. So we have this guy again, then a weird metal orb, and then the metal orb, and then Eve. I take back my estimate of when to finish. It's gonna be maybe a 220, 222. Yeah. I apologize.
Shield detected over enemy unit. Physical defense shield detected.
So I have to wait for 9S to hack his shield, so I'm just kind of running around and not taking damage.
Now what?
Large energy supply detected within this factory. Proposal: energy source should be destroyed.
9S, that Goliath we just encountered.
I got it. I've been keeping an eye on you. I'm gonna shut off power to the factory now.
Do it.
Factory system at 80% control. Hang in there, 2B. 90%. 92. 95. 98.
All right, it's time to fight him. Let's go. All right,
Down the electrical grid.
Enemy shield
all right, get to his back. There we go. All right. Now stand up, boss. Let's go. All right. We're moving our way to the final boss. Slowly but surely. We just have to make our way through the Hall of Sorrow. I say that because of the poor little robots that we're gonna see.
I just want to make one final comment about the current prize for this game, which I believe entry ends at the end of this run. So if you wanted to have a chance to win the Super Retro Trio Plus 3-in-1 system, that's NES, Super NES, and Genesis, you have until the end of this run, and we are just about there. And of course, we also have the bid war for Golden Sun Dark Dawn named Matthew, which has a very commanding lead for OPT at $500.54. So that would be quite a leap. But if you wanted that name, it is yours as long as you get in before the end of this run. And of course, if you wanted to support Nami and you wanted to give $15 or more, you would be entered in for that Super Retro Trio, which ends at the end of this run for that giveaway. So just keep those in mind. They are going hot.
Oh, whoops. I let go of it. Ah, there we go.
Wow, that was certainly something. I had no idea such a vast space existed beneath the abandoned factory. I need to return and investigate as soon as possible. When I do, perhaps you'd be willing to join me?
No thanks.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna head to the resistance camp. We're gonna do a force fight there, and then it's straight up just into boss rushes.
I see.
A lot of it's gonna just be me trying not to die because I am very squishy.
Say again? I'm not receiving.
We're gonna stay away from these robots because they now have the ability to electrically charge in their vicinity.
Let's move.
So what has been your favorite part of this run, other than watching me die?
I love how you're solo level and just melt bosses. It's cool because I remember bosses taking quite a bit of time, and you can see that with like auto scroller bosses like the Leviathan. It just kind of took time, and there's nothing you can really do to make that go very much faster because it's just wait until the phase and then do the thing, and then wait until the phase and then do the thing, and then do the auto scroller and then do the thing. When it comes to a boss that you can hit them with, it just and that I always find that the most interesting thing about any kind of speedrun, especially an RPG, because power is very important in an RPG speedrun. You need to have power somewhere. And a lot of times RPG speedruns can just kind of be like play the game but faster, and there's nothing really that you're kind of exploiting to maximize damage output other than just using the abilities that are stronger. And so it's always interesting to see how you circumvent that gap in an RPG speedrun. And I love how the items that you use, you know, the consumables often are just so underrated in a lot of playthroughs of video games. So seeing those consumables just absolutely tear through everything is really interesting.
As you can see, I'm very squishy. Everything's level 26 on, and I'm level 17 still. All right, there's one little guy, or I guess not so little. All right, I should hit level 18 off of that. I did not. Okay. Well then, I'm going to definitely hit the level on the boss, but doing the boss is going to be just a tiny bit slower than usual. But like I said, it's this guy again. But this time he's a little stronger.
So what is the what's the cause of that level differentiation? Is it just because there are some timed events where you can kill more things, or is there something specific going on with multipliers or something?
The game is expecting you to explore a bit more.
Well, no, I mean in the speed run. Like, why would you
Oh.
sometimes be 17 here, then 16 another time, or a different run? What is it from the speed run perspective?
Oh, it's allies can take the kills on your enemies, and if they do that, you don't get the experience.
Gosh darn kill stealers even in NieR Automata. Isn't that the worst?
Hypothesis. The Goliath-class enemy screen has summoned the local machine life forms. Proposal. Destroy...
I need this lightning to go away. All right, there we go. Get out of my way. Where is it? Where's the orb? Okay.
Is the item route very strict, or do you have some leeway?
Oh, I have a lot of leeway. All right, I got level 18. Now we're fighting this thing. We no longer have those little robots getting in our way. They were the biggest issue in that last fight. Oh. All right, we gotta get some items on again. All right. He's giving bad patterns. No, unfortunately, there's like really nothing I can do about it. He's doing it again. Not like this. Oh wait, that's a good one. All right. Now I wait for him to do his thing, get a little cutscene, and then we're going to move our way on to Pascal's village for a second to go help them. Do another boss there, and then we go straight into the final boss.
They're still coming? What do we do? There's too many.
I think I'm going to be level 19 by the end of this.
Chubby? Chubby, can you hear me? Our village is under...
Pascal?
But yeah, so basically, EXP throughout the entire run. If 9S kills anything, he's stealing EXP from me. How dare he?
And he was supposed to be your friend.
I like to think that he's my child because Mama 2E over here. I mean B. If people understand that, you know. All right. I just need to use more items.
They're here.
It seems the machines on the network have
What's
gone
happening here?
berserk. They sealed off
Ooh,
the entrance
I'm
to
being
the
attacked.
They're trying
Very
to
hardcore.
block, but with these weapons, there's only so much we can do.
Let's take these guys out first.
All right, I hit level 19, so that's good. Okay, cool. It died first rotation. So now we can just go straight to the final boss.
You saved us. Oh, thank you so much.
What happened here?
The machines
All
on the
right.
network all went berserk at the same moment.
Good luck.
It took a little bit longer to get here, but we're finally here.
It's gotta be.
If we destroy this presiding unit, will it stop the rest?
To be fair,
Unfortunately.
the big one wasn't your fault.
I need you to locate Eve's current position.
This is true.
Location
Also, that was the perfect plunge.
and placed on map.
We'll take care of Eve.
You just worry about keeping the village safe, okay?
Do be careful.
We made it here to Eve before he actually spawned. All right. I'm going to dodge this first attack 'cause he's going to plunge. All right. And now we actually fight. Alright, I need to get up there somehow. I was trying to avoid this, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Oh, and that happened. Oh, that sucks when that happens. I just have to take damage. Oh, that didn't work either. Oh my god, 2B, come on. Doesn't help that. Alright, let's actually get up. Alright, there he is. So that was slow, unfortunately. I just couldn't get up there. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. So he definitely grabbed me, but for some reason the attack animation didn't touch me.
Large number of linked machine life forms.
He's absorbing the life force of whatever's left on the network.
Damn it! We'll never get anywhere like this. I'm going to try hacking into Eve and shutting him down. Back me up, 2B!
On it. Protecting Unit 9S while he hacks the system.
The enemy is connected to a vast network. Analysis. The actions of Unit 9S have an unacceptably low probability of success. Proposal. Unit 2B should abandon. Unit 9S and say
If 9S says he can do it, then he will!
Okay, we're almost there. Okay, we're entering final phase. Whew. So get ready on time. Wow, this is not the greatest run.
A win is a win.
This is true. Wait, it dropped my inputs.
Oh no.
Where does the
You
fight
just-
start? I'm just having
Hopefully-
all of the bad luck this game. Oh
Hopefully you
no.
can start mid-phase.
I'm really hoping, yeah. We'll find out in a second here. Yeah. This is just not been my best NieR run. Keep in mind, like, my time. Oh. It's the okay, it is at the phase. So we're good there.
I think you would have been fine if not for the crash.
Yeah, I think it just like kind of took the momentum away, which is fine. Where's range defense? There it is. Oh. There we go. All right. We're in the final phase.
NFCS destroyed. Close range
Whew.
combat no longer operable.
You got this.
I gotta say, this is my worst run. But that's fine. We all have, this is exactly how speedrunning goes. Like, you have your good and your bad runs. Okay. All right. We're almost done. Get ready for time.
Ranged combat.
So time is when the cutscene for 9S starts here. So,
Tell Eve detached from the network.
No.
It's okay. I can always reload my backup data from the bunker.
But you'll lose you. The you that exists at this very moment.
Guess so.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on this journey.
Corrupted data to the bunker. So
And time.
Yes.
All right. That was a tough one at the end there. It definitely gave me a run for my money. It definitely also lived up to the curse that I've had. But it's a fun time still. I appreciate Questing for Glory for letting me run this. It's been a hot minute, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you guys also enjoyed watching it. If you want to take it away, BGG, it's all yours. The floor is yours.
Well done, GG. Thank you for that awesome run, Casa. I enjoyed all of it. NieR Automata is a fantastic game. Casa's a great person and a great runner. So it was just win-win. This is Questing for Glory, Hope and Healing 2, supporting NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Illness. We have all sorts of runs lined up for you all week long. We are just starting. There's a ton on deck right now is Golden Sun, Dark Dawn, with Hyperdimension, Neptunia, Rebirth 2, Sisters Generation following right after, and then East Origin after that.
Truth is that I'm lonely, girl.